The last time I talked to you guys, it was snowing outside and I was giving you the tour from my window. It is 60 degrees. I'm going outside. Like I said, it is 60 degrees outside. Oh my gosh, if you are a gardener in my neck of the woods, you should be outside as well. I'm gonna share some things that I'm gonna work on today. One being my grapevine. I'm gonna share some pictures of what it looked like in 2025. I have been looking at videos on how to prune this back, and so this is the time to do it. It's winter. As you can see, it's in its dormant state. No leaves, no nothing. I can see it clearly. I am going to attempt to do what I have learned and researched. Last year I had so many grapes, and because of it, the taste was not really good. I'm not really sure how long before harvest, but I will just have to do what I learned from my research, and I will just do a taste test to see if it's ready or not. If it's not, I'll just continue to let it do what it do. And I am going to get out here and start pruning. That's number one. Let's go down here. The beds. They're looking pretty good this year. On my agenda to do this year, I have not been good at doing this. I want to mulch better, or mulch, period. I believe my plants will love it. I've already got drip out here, but that is the goal for this year. I need to cut back this grass here. And I have roses I'm going to be cutting back. I usually do the cutting back of my roses in March when I start seeing buds form on them. So I'm going to leave them alone until March. I also have Carl Forrester grass that I will cut back. I do most of that in the spring. My roses in the spring. I'll put the name of this beauty on the screen. It's going to be cut back when I cut back my paniculatas. This right here, I will cut it all the way back down. I will show you what it looks like in the flower. Beautiful. It needs staking. I still have my bungee cords around them. I have 3 of those in this small garden, but they make a big impact. I love them. One of my favorite. I have leaves back here. Try to leave the leaves going so that it can be a habitat for a lot of the little creatures. I am going to not really be doing too much in the flower garden today, but it's just so good to be outside. It feels great to be out in the garden. This is my wisteria. I have have to cut that back as well. That is the wisteria that does not drop seed all over the place. I like that. That's the reason why I got it. I'm gonna cut that back. So my desire is to get these out of the pots. These are red hot salvias and they are annuals, so I'm going to take those out. I have one on both sides. I will do my climbing roses. Like I said, I will do the roses when they start shooting out new growth. I don't know if you can see that. There's plenty of time to do it. It's just February the 10th. We are 1 month away from spring. And I tell you, time is flying. I was just doing that video showing you all the snow we had, and that doesn't mean I'm doing. This is another rose, my favorite. This is Veranda White. I'll show you what that beauty looks like. And this is one of the things that I want to really focus on today, and that is this greenhouse. It is pretty much a storage house. I store all of my garden supplies here. Oh, it's so warm in here. Oh my gosh. Warm, warm, warm. I used to have a thermometer in here until it melted. And I'm just going to clean up in this area. And around this time of the year, February, on a 60-degree day, I just want to organize it. It's just kind of thrown in here. And so let me show you what I worked on just recently if you haven't seen that video. This is my utility area. And I had a 3-tier shelf. Now it's 2-tier. And it was on this side of the greenhouse. And I moved it over here and put all the things that I plan on using. I use a lot of these pots so that I can plant things up. Tomatoes, vegetables, flowers, whatever. I can start them in there from seed. And then just have things that I need in a space and an area organized where I can just get to it quickly. So I think it looks very nice. Started this last month. I have a lot of things in storage in there, and I was thinking about using some of these blue. I use them for raised beds. I have started filling this composter up, and I don't know if you can see in there, but getting started with that. A lot of kitchen scraps, paper towels, stuff like that, since I don't have a lot of leaves. And yeah, just get started with this beautiful day. The first thing I'm going to do is clean these pruners because I'm getting ready to start cutting back the grapevine. So you always want to start with clean pruners or a pair of new pruners. All right, just some information regarding my grapevine. At the bottom here is the trunk. This right here is the cordon, and it goes up. I'm going to keep 2 of the cordons. So I have one on this side and then the other on this side, and I just let it go up. So the next thing that I'm going to focus on is getting rid of the canes. I'm going to get rid of this. This is one of the canes. Let me show you the difference in the ones I want to keep and the ones I want to get rid of. This is a newer cane. It's a little bit more light brown. This one is much darker, so I'm gonna get rid of this one just by going right there and cutting that off. Like I said, I want to keep this one because it is one of the lighter color canes. This is a node. We want to keep 2 nodes and cut right above it. This is called a spur pruning. There's a node, like I said, 2 nodes, and cut right above it. I'm going to take this one off as well. It's a small, spindly looking one. I like these thicker ones. I'm going to take this one off. On this one, I'm going to do the same. This is a nice light brown one. So here's the node on this one, and then here's the other one right there. I'm going to cut right above it and get rid of that. He said you can remove about 85% of your grapevine because they are fast growers. So I am done. So this one right here, you can see that there is at least 2 buds right above the node, right there. So you see that? 1, 2. So 1, 2, cut right above here. And the same has been done for these. So I've kept some of the ringlets, you know how it's attaching to the trellis. But for the most part, I think I cut it correctly. Let me go back and look at that. Okay, I think it, big difference, huh? So, like I say, that's the trunk. I got 2, one going this way and the other going that way. And it's a closer example to get out of the sun. There's a node. There's a node. I cut right above it. And same here. 1, 2, cut right above it. So I am done with this. And I'm expecting grapes this year that I can actually eat. But so, what a difference. I mean, you can really hack a grapevine. 85% they said, and I believe it because they grow very fast and very prolific. So this is my after picture. I think it looks good, and it wasn't hard at all. But look at all of the grapevines that I cut off. Be nice to do something with those sticks, but I have no idea what. Now, I know you can propagate, but I'm not going to do that just yet. But yeah, I am happy with that. One project done. I planted my garlic in the fall, and it is coming up. Little green sprigs. Organic hardneck garlic, 10-20. Same here, organic hardneck. And this is elephant garlic, same date, 10-20. All right, so that's what's growing in the vegetable garden right now. These are pots that I put succulents in, and I was telling one of my garden friends that I intentionally put them in this pot and left them to see what happens. This is the third year. This is stone crop, John Creech stone crop. Very pretty. Of course, it doesn't look like anything right now. This is the before. I'll show it to you later on. Very, very pretty. Put the name on the screen. This one as well. That's the first one I showed. I have this one. And one more. Look how pretty those are. So I'm going to fill up all of these 6 containers with all of the succulents. It's 6. I'll show it to you later on when it does its thing. I think those are pretty. They may not be doing a whole lot right now, but let's see the tag on dragon's blood. There's something I can pronounce. Dragon's blood. And I think that's really, really pretty. And even these little rosettes. Even these little rosettes are so cute. But that's what it's gone. You know, anything pink and purple. So, yeah. And so this one, when it gets cold, it's best to put the names on something that's a little bit more durable. Let me go around to the other side. This is really, really pretty. The little leaves out of here. This is stone crop, but it is yellow. Elecambanium. You know, this is what it looks like now. I'll show it to you a little later when the spring, summer hits and starts waking up from its sleep. But yeah, I like this area because I don't have to do anything really to it. You know, sometimes you just don't want to always baby things. And I did not want to baby it. I just wanted to put it in there, see if it was going to withstand our temperatures, and see what it does when it wakes up. So I have this now, and I'll show it to you later. I enjoy sitting in my different garden rooms. This is just the garden room in the vegetable garden. And I think it's beautiful all times of the year. Of course, when the things are in bloom and things are pretty, it's even better. Oh my gosh, look at that. You see that? Birds of a feather flying together. Wow, very pretty. That's what happens when you sit. You can see stuff like that. If I'm working all the time, which it seems like I am, I miss stuff like that. Looks like a V formation. Usually see those with the geese. but that is a flock of birds. Or maybe it's geese, and just because they're up so high, I don't notice it. But anyway, it's nice to take a seat, look around the garden. When you look around the garden, you see all the work that you need to do. But I am so happy that I got my grapevine cut, and I had a subscriber, Christian, and I hope you are watching because you have talked a lot about this grapevine. Hopefully you understood what I did. I think it was pretty simple. I will definitely keep you informed on what happens when they start growing leaves and start growing fruit. But like I said, today is February the 10th, and this is a great time to cut it back. It is 62 degrees, so yeah, I'm excited. All right, so I'm gonna get up. I don't sit too long, but I think the garden is looking very, very nice. I love my little garden. I enjoy just coming out and doing little things here and there. Always something to do, isn't it? All right, I am done with the greenhouse. I got a little pot out here that I plan on putting something in front of the greenhouse. Not sure what yet. Going in. So much better. So much better. I love having baskets because your eye looks up, and you want to have it travel to something that looks pretty nice. I like wicker baskets, different sizes and shapes. And they're also not just for decoration. You can use them for your harvest in the garden. And I love little heads. Love little heads for the garden. This one I usually leave in the greenhouse. The others I usually have on the garden cart, and I usually put something pretty in it. These are faux from the Dollar Tree, most of them. The blue one, the big blue one, is from a garden center, I forget where, but I think that's very pretty. I tried to leave some of these top spaces open for things that I may be bringing in here, little seedlings. I like to have this little hanger here for my tools. And over here, I love having little stained glass ornaments in the greenhouse. It just adds a little to the garden. These stakes, I love them. I found them on clearance at one of the garden centers. They were closing, so they had a bunch of things marked down, and I bought those. I've got about 3 of the potatoes, which I grow every year. I have been trying to do carrots, and I will never give up on that. I will get it one day. I will get it. I will get it. I will get it. I'm speaking it into existence. So anyway, I try to leave this top and this open for seedlings. And these are the little glass vegetables that I have. I picked this stuff up from all kind of places. Tomatoes, potatoes, corn. Of course, just squash, onions. Are they perfect for a vegetable garden? No, they're not real or anything, but I just think they're cute. Garlic, avocado, just carrots, just cute little things like that. So I'm going to put those in those empty spots in my garden, in those pots, and they'll just add a little pop to the vegetable garden. So yeah, this is what it's looking like right now. Pretty organized. I can just grab a pot when I need them. They are now available for me to just grab and go. Saucers underneath, as well as some bigger pots. This is one of the biggest in the corner, this orange one. It's a clay pot. And I need to use these. These are very decorative planters with chains that you can hang. I might use those in the flower garden this year. These I went through and organized them. They are nice to have, just to have compost tea, biotone, starter fertilizer. I have some names on top of them. Hollytone, safflower, Lorgonite, just all kinds of things that I use in the garden. And that is it, guys. That is what the greenhouse is looking like. I am so excited to have it done. When you get something done, you just feel so accomplished. That's how I'm feeling now. So guys, this is my blueberry bush. I am in 6B. It might be 7 now, but I say 6B. It is time to start pruning this. It is February the 10th. So I'm looking at my blueberry, and I have not pruned it in a while. I hope you can see this. This gray bark right here, it is going to be the first thing that I take out because it's in the center. I want to open the middle part of this up for airflow. And I'm just going to clip it right at the very end. Before I started this, I used rubbing alcohol to clean this because I had cut my grapevine, and I don't want if there's any type of disease to spread it to this. So always clean your shears. All of this red growth on the blueberry is good, but like I said, I want to clean up this center part so there will be airflow. This right here I'm going to remove in the center, right at the bottom. And you want to look for dead. This I'm just cutting because of the center. I'm cutting it flush, and right here I'm going to cut this back. It has growth going this way, so I don't want it forming in the center here, so I'm going to cut that flush just like that. Right here. Right now in my hand. I'm going to take these little small ones off, and it's looking better already. I think it is fine the way it is, and that's how I cut my blueberry. So I won't do any fertilizing until a little later. It already has drip on it. so it gets the proper water that it needs. And what I do is I put bird netting around here, and I'll also put some stakes in here so that the stakes can hold up the netting, and then that keeps the birds from getting in there and eating what I should be eating. So yeah, that is how I cut my blueberries, and I will let you see how it turns out this new season. So guys, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.